Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Callie. This is my channel. It is super random and tonight is no different because I'm going to be talking about female obsession. Actually, maybe it doesn't have to be female obsession. It could be obsession in general, but since I'm a female and I know a little bit about female obsession, I'm going to talk about female obsession, okay? So if you're new here and you have yet to subscribe, go ahead, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you know when I upload more videos. I sound like a real YouTuber, don't I? I like it. So yeah, anyway, do all that fun stuff if you want to. Other than that, let's get right into it. So, I would not know, okay? I would not know that women were obsessed with men unless I myself was a woman obsessed with men at one point in my life. Right? And so, okay, in case you didn't know, I deal with a lot of different people, all right? I work with a lot of different people who are having relationship problems. I work with a lot of different women, okay? The men I work with are actually pretty simple. They just got some suppressed emotion that needs to come out. You know, they are not aligned with what they want, simple things like that. But when I work with women, it is a lot different because women get all crazy in their head. Women's minds are sometimes so ruled by the emotion that they're feeling by any moment that passes. And it's really crazy. And I know this because I was a very emotional woman. There was 3 days of my life, right, where I cried every single day because of something I saw on the internet. For all day I cried. All right? That was until I got my first rescue. Okay, it was a shepherd chow mix and he bit people and he bit me. And he will bite people if I got even a little bit emotional. He bit 2 people that I showed agitation with. So I was like, okay, I need to really learn about emotions so that my dog doesn't feed off of my emotion and bite people. So I learned a lot that way, and how to be self-aware of what I was feeling and what emotions are and how to let them come and let them go and not hold them or think about them or create endless hours of suffering over them, but just to experience them. And it's just a feeling, just a sensation. Let it come, let it go, you know? Of course, easier said than done, but with some practice, it gets to be fun. Riding the waves of life. So, yes, there was a time I was a very emotional person. There was also a time where I was very obsessed, male obsessed, all right? For those of you who don't know, I did not have my father in my life for, the first 15 years of my life. Then I met him again when I was like 15, and then it was terrible. And then I didn't see him again until I was like 21, and then 25, I didn't spend a lot of time with my father at all. So being a female, I really sought after male attention. And this is how I ended up in really abusive relationships. This is how I ended up in really terrible relationships because I would settle for almost any male attention that fit my criteria, which was random at the time. I liked the most, I would call them different people, but back then, if you were different, it usually meant you were somewhat psychotic because maybe on some level, I don't know. I dated real crazy people. But yes, so anyway, but I remember back to those days because I would have never known this. I would have never known this unless I had this book. Unless I had my journal. And in my journal, okay, I realized that all I thought about was guys, the different, not just many guys, but I always had a boyfriend. I always had a serious boyfriend. There was very few times in my life where I didn't have a serious boyfriend, okay? I really always only wanted someone to love me, that I could love them, and we would return that same love and have harmony. Okay, I'm a romantic at heart, in case you didn't know. That's just who I am. But, you know, it took a long time till I got my romance story, which I will share with you all one day. But it just, so much of this journal is me and my pain over relationships and the men I was dating at the time, right? So much about it, just so many thoughts in this thing. And I'll read some of this really soon to you, because I'm coming up on my 4th year sober, and I just want to read you guys some stuff from that time, because it's really beautiful to me. But yeah, so one, I would have never knew this was a quality in myself had I not read my journal. And two, I wouldn't be able to see this trait in other women if I wouldn't have been aware of this trait within myself. So women who are obsessing over men, I'm just like you, or was just like you, okay? But I think what we forget is that when we're so busy thinking about men, or the men that we're with and we don't like because they're mean or they're cheaters or they're this or that, we're just feeding all of our energy to them. We're giving them so much power over us, right? And if you're giving power to someone, make sure it's someone who gives you power too, right? Are you just going to empower someone who doesn't empower you, and then all your energy will be gone and you get nothing back? No, you want to, equally empower each other. So yes. And so yes. So yeah, I just am like, part of me thinks it's, the way we were raised, every Disney movie had a girl who was waiting for the knight in shining armor or the prince to save her. And so we grew up thinking, someone is going to come save us, but that's not the truth. We got to save ourselves. You may meet someone who can sure help a lot, but it's us who have to save ourselves. And that's why these hero movies are so crazy sometimes, because it makes you think that somebody else is going to save you from yourself. But only you can save yourself, because really that's the only person who is trying to destroy you is yourself. And if you're trying to destroy yourself and you're seeing other people in your external world trying to destroy you, it is a reflection of you trying to destroy yourself. If you have conflict with the outside world, you have conflict going on inside. If you do not believe that the external world is a reflection of the internal energy within you, really look around. Really look within yourself. And you'll see that they correlate. Like, hey, it correlates to like a freaky way. Like, I'll be looking at my external world and be like, I see. Even from the people I work with, right? I'll be working with someone who comes at me with a story, and I'm like, I've lived that story. And it's just a way to get me to pay attention to what's going on, the storyline in myself that I got playing, that I haven't said, oh, I need to put that on erase or clean or whatever you do, Because some of the beliefs that we know are not true, and they're not conductive or conducive to the reality that we want to live. So, yes. What was this video about? I don't even remember. I got lost. Wow, I actually still don't even know. So I'm going to end it here, because I did 3 videos. I did like 3 videos tonight, and so I don't know which one this is. So I've just talked about a lot, and because I haven't talked about a lot in a while, and if you guys know me, I can talk, so why not do that? But yeah, anyway, I'll figure out when I do the editing, and I'll put funny stuff in. So thank you guys so much for watching. Yeah, I'll see you guys next time.